Hello, my name is Manendra Singh and I am a second year graduate student in Department of Biomedical Sciences at Ohio University. The broad area of my research is to study the link between obesity and immune system. One property of this accumulated fat in obesity is that it can secrete a large amount of chemical signaling molecules which can attract cells from the circulation. Among the different immune cells which can get attracted towards fat in obesity are macrophages. Macrophages are large cells of immune system which are specialized in the killing of pathogens by engulfment. The different proteins secreted by macrophage in adipose tissue can include inflammatory proteins also. These inflammatory proteins may generate a state of chronic low-grade inflammation in fat tissue. This low-grade inflammation caused by macrophages in fat tissue has been associated with a high risk of development of cardiovascular diseases, type 2 diabetes and cancer. Fat tissue is very dynamic. It secretes a lot of chemical molecules, including a lot of proteins which can crosstalk with other cells. These chemical molecules and proteins are collectively known as adipokines. Some adipokines can be pro-inflammatory, that means they can induce macrophages and other immune cells to create inflammation, or some adipokines can be anti-inflammatory. The other molecule which I am interested in studying the effect of is growth hormone. Growth hormone is a protein that is secreted by pituitary gland in humans as well as other mammals and has been found to regulate a wide variety of growth-related functions throughout the body. Growth hormone has also been found to be lipolytic. That means it reduces the accumulation of fat. In obese patients, it's been found that growth hormone secretes and circulates in low levels. Currently, I'm in the preliminary stage of my research where I'm working with culture macrophage-like cells and studying the effect of treatment of adipokines and growth hormone on their activation status. Cells are cultured in a suitable growth medium and are incubated for their growth in standard conditions prior to the treatment. The treatment continues for a required amount of time, and then cells are taken out for their staining with fluorescent markers for flow cytometry analysis. In my research, I use flow cytometry, which is a powerful technique to study the surface properties of cells. After the treatment with adipokines and growth hormone, I collect the cells and then count them on flow cytometer, which is a fluorescence-based detection method. Overall, this study will provide a basis and a link of growth hormone and adipokines in obesity-related inflammation and will help devise and design the new therapy for control of inflammation in obesity as well as reduce the risk of obesity-associated metabolic disorder and diseases like cardiovascular diseases, atherosclerosis, type 2 diabetes and cancer. Thank you.